commit them, make them feel uncomfortable. The art of being a winger. That's why we like Yamal, because Yamal, he going at his man 9 times out of 10. He ain't passing the ball backwards.
100%.
But instead, we got too many modern wingers who are obsessed with keeping possession. They don't want to lose the ball. They don't want to...
Okay, but don't show me this Anthony clip, because Anthony is actually killing it. He's actually killing it, especially for Betis. Yeah, I know a lot of people were hating on him at Manchester United, but when you actually watched him, he wasn't as bad, man. He wasn't as bad. But the fact that you don't get GA, it makes people hate you more, and people become much more harsher when they judge you. But when you actually watch them, there's a lot to offer there. We also have the same had the same problem with Jackson. He was missing a lot of chances, so people by default assumed he's a scrub. But Chelsea fans, we watch him week in and week out, and we saw the quality, we saw the potential, we saw his dribbling, we saw all that. Don't lie to me, we saw all of that. We can see this quality, but then the media comes into play and like whatever.
Make a mistake. They just want to recycle the ball. They are playing soulless football. Now, players that fit into this play style are Martinelli in 2025. Martinelli 3 years ago, this man would go at anybody.
Okay, yeah, Martinelli 3 years ago was a monster. He was a monster, especially when Jesus arrived. He was crazy. He was unplayable. But I hear what he's saying. I completely agree with what he's saying. But like I said earlier, he's more chaotic than Saka. And as a winger, your whole job description is to cause chaos, man. Cause chaos. Saka is safe, and I'm not saying Martinelli is better than Saka. Don't ever assume that I'm saying that, but I am saying Martinelli causes chaos compared to Saka. Saka is just safe.
He had no fear. He would push you, but in 2025 he doesn't.
Saka is basically James Milner on the wing. That's what Saka is, and every time I say that, people think I'm calling him a scrub, and I'm not calling him a scrub. James Milner is so consistent, he's so reliable, but then at the end of the day, he's James Milner. He's just a safe squad role player. That's what he is. He's there to fill up the numbers. I know the more I speak, it sounds like I'm hating, but trust me, that's not the case.
Do that no more. And the other player is, I'm gonna piss a lot of Liverpool fans off, but
Mo
you saw
Salah.
him on the thumbnail.
Yes, Mohamed Salah, 100%. And he's always played like this. That's what I keep trying to tell Liverpool fans. He's always played like this. It's just that this season he's not getting as much GA as before. So you know how it is. When people don't get enough GA, people start actually watching the player and start actually speaking their opinions. And to be fair, I've seen more and more people, come out with the statement and saying he's actually dropped in quality, but that's not the case. That's always been his level, just with more GA to cover up everything. But then again, I digress.
Mohamed Salah. Yes, Mo Salah. One of my favorite wingers of all time. But let's be honest, his playstyle is ugly as hell.
Yeah.
Now listen, Salah is one of the best wingers of his generation. His numbers speak for themselves. He is consistently world class. But let's be honest, Mo Salah plays the game safe. Mo Salah is an ethical hooper. He doesn't take risks. He doesn't take on people. He plays the game.
Okay, to be fair, I do think he takes risks. He does take risks, but when you don't possess the ability to manage those risks, then it looks horrible. Because you can take risks, but if you're dribbling with your shins, then come on, I don't expect you to beat your man. I honestly don't.
Game really safe. Now I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it don't look that good compared to other wingers.
It doesn't.
Like compare his play style to a Vini.
Okay, you see with this one, Vini, yes, sure, he has moments, moments of brilliance. His dribbling is much better than Salah. I won't lie. Yes, you're right about that. But then it's not what you think it is. I know a lot of people watch highlights. They make assumptions about a player based solely on highlights. But as a Madrid fan, we watch him week in, week out. And to be fair to him, this season, he's been much more tidier, let me say that, compared to other seasons. But it's not as clean, man. It's not tidy, because even when he tries rainbow flicks, it doesn't go over his head. It just hits the back of his head or his bum or something. But it's never clean, man. It's never clean. It's not the highest level of technical ability, but it's there.
To a Yamal, to a Saka, to a Olise. It is night and day.
Okay, Olise is a different type of player. Olise is brilliant with the football. Very tidy, very clean, very clean.
Different. That is not disrespect to Mo Salah, because with Mo Salah, he won trophies with that playstyle. Okay? He won trophies, something that Hazard couldn't do.
But that's not fair. That's not fair, because when you speak about trophies, it's not really an individual thing. It's solely based on the team. And Liverpool were always a better team than the teams Hazard played in. Even though they might have won a European trophy, Europa, that was Hazard's last season. But that Liverpool team was strong as a whole. It was a really good system, you know what I mean? So we can't really put the trophies down to Mo Salah. But when you look at that Chelsea side was just scrubs. It was bums, man. And it was just Hazard carrying all these scrubs. So you have to respect Eden Hazard. And even in such an environment, you're still getting shouts as the best player on the planet, you know? A lot of people see what you're doing. It says a lot about you as a player. So to me, this debate is not even close. Eden Hazard has always been miles better than Mo Salah. But when you look at the goals and the assists, it's always going to favor Mo Salah. But you know, it all depends on your preference at the end of the day.
Team Mo Salah. I rep Mo Salah, but his playstyle is not the most beautiful playstyle. Listen, 100%. I'll give you an example. When I go play football, before I play football, I have a playlist. And that playlist consists of players who are wingers who cook. I have a compilation of Ronaldinho. I have a compilation of Yamal I watch before a game. It gets me in the mood for football. It gets me in the mood to cook defenders. One day, I said, let me watch a Mo Salah compilation before my game. I dropped
Mo Salah compilation. Mo Salah compilation. How do you watch that compilation before a game? Like, what type of inspiration are you getting from such videos, man? You can't. You know what? Let me let it go.
A Dembele in a World Cup final. His playstyle is not a motivational one. It's get the job done. If I am pulling up to a construction site, I am pulling on a Mo Salah compilation. I am getting the job done through grit and grind. But if I'm going to football and I want to cook defenders, Ronaldinho compilation, Saka compilation, Yamal compilation.
My collar's blue and my neck is red.
Yes, 100%. I agree with this clip right here. How it feels watching a Salah game. It feels exactly like this. Yes.
I've been working like a dog just to keep my family fed.
Lastly, let's move on to number 3, the ugliest play style in football. And that is a striker that can't play football. I'll be honest, okay?
Okay, in this era, we have a lot of those. But then lately, there's been, you know, a new crop of players that are much more tidier with the football. Even that Newcastle guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name. But you know who I'm talking about, man. The blonde guy, the big blonde guy. He just got at Newcastle as soon as Isak left. But yeah, that guy is clean, man. His technical ability is extremely high. Every time I watch him, I see the tidiness with his feet. And he can finish as well. But man, we suffered, man. Watching players like Lukaku. And don't get me wrong, he's an elite goal scorer. But yes, his misses were bad. But his play style as well, it's I have no words for it. Honestly speaking, I have no words for it. It's boring to watch. It's clunky. It's careless. Whatever.
Be honest with this.
But it works for Syria at the end of the day. Because in Syria, when you're big and strong and you're fast and you can finish, you will always be a player who dominates the league. In fact, you might even be their top goal scorer. I think Lukaku was their top goal scorer when he first got there. But man, it's horrible to watch.
I don't care if my striker can't do a 1-2. As long as my striker is getting me 30 goals, I don't care. But since the video is called the ugliest playstyles, I have to include strikers who can't play football. And there's a lot of strikers who can't play football.
A lot.
Starting off with my demon, Victor Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres, I love you, alright?
Yeah, him as well. When he was still playing at Sporting, I saw all the numbers. I saw all the hype. People were excited about the signing. I didn't watch him per se, but a lot of people watched him and they were telling me he's an elite footballer. But since he arrived at Arsenal, no man, no man, this is not it. But it might win them the league. You know, having options, different play styles, it might be beneficial for Arsenal, and especially when they go through different type of play styles from the opposition, then having a different option might work for them. But then, wow, man, watching this guy, like he's clunky.
The way you dunked on Atletico Madrid was very, very special. But I ain't gonna.
The way you dunked on Atletico Madrid, no, he didn't dunk on Atletico Madrid. The goals, man, I saw the 2 goals. The 1 goal, he was shooting to one side, the defender was right in front of him, and then it deflected to the other side and it went in. The second goal was Gabriel headering the ball back and then it just hits him and goes in. To say that he dunked on Atletico, it's crazy to me, man. It's crazy, but this is how people speak when they talk about these footballers, man. This is a new school. This is a new era of football, and you know, I'm trying my best to get used to it, but then nah.
Right, y'all. This brother can't play football. This brother can absolutely not play football. And now listen, I don't expect everybody to be a Harry Kane. He is the blueprint. He is the most complete striker.
Harry Kane is a beast. Harry Kane is fake. He does everything. From long ranges to tap-ins to playmaking, the through balls to switching the play, everything. This is a player I genuinely believe is going to win the Ballon d'Or. But only if Bayern Munich win the Champions League and if maybe England goes far in the World Cup. But I think the Ballon d'Or is before then. Oh, no. Actually, it's not. It's going to be after the World Cup. So, yes, the World Cup is going to play a huge role in who wins it. But then I genuinely believe he's going to win it, man. Because the things he's doing, crazy. And I know for a fact he's already passed 100 goals for Bayern Munich. And he just got there in 2023 or 2024, if I'm not mistaken. But he just got there, man. And the fact that you already have 100 goals for Bayern Munich is crazy. Rashford spent over a decade at Manchester United. And the guy still doesn't have a league hat-trick for Manchester United. He also doesn't have 100 goals for Manchester United. It's crazy. Harry Kane, he just got it Bayern and already he's killing it.
In the world right now, he could drop deep, he could play as a number 10, switch the play, dictate play, blah 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 blah. We all know Harry Kane. Harry Kane right now is the most complete striker in the world.
He is.
Not everyone is a Harry Kane. Some strikers are built to score. They don't need silky touches. They don't need to dribble past 3 players. They need instincts.
Why are you showing clips of Jackson's? Every time people show these clips of Jackson, man, I get so frustrated because this is not who he is. But then again, people make assumptions about the players when they see that little 2-second clip.
That obsession with goals, that's all they need. But sometimes they look dog awful doing it, okay? Sometimes their touch goes flying, the ball ricochets off their chin, they scuffle the shot.
Yeah, then Nunes, 100% Nunes. But Nunes is different because that's his game. He's a chaos player. We don't expect nothing tidy from Nunes. And being a defender, going against Nunes, it's an extremely difficult job because this guy, you just don't know what he's going to do. He's direct. He has crazy pace. He gets a lot of chances. And the fact that he plays for Liverpool, he used to play for Liverpool as well, a team which creates so much chances for their strikers, man. It was difficult playing Nunes. That's why I respect Nunes, even though he does miss a lot of chances, you know, which makes him a scrub in a way. But then again,
you know, sometimes these strikers are not the best to watch. That's why they have an ugly playstyle. The Lukakus of the world, the Victor Gyökeres of the world, the Haaland sometimes of the world. Haaland this season actually,
to be fair, Haaland has improved this season. Yeah, I've seen enough. He's improved. His playmaking is much more tidier. His goal scoring rate, it's getting crazy now. It's getting ridiculous. And it was already crazy. But now he's becoming a much more all-rounded player.
his touches are really good. I ain't gonna lie to you. This season, he's getting out of that playstyle soon. But we gotta give it a season. The Colomoanis of the world, the Richarlison of the world, the Gonzalo Ramoses of the world. These guys, they have the touch of Epstein. Their touch is terrible. But nobody cares because their job is to score goals. Nobody cares if they have an ugly touch. As long as they're scoring goals, nobody cares. Listen, at the end of the day, it's simple. I don't want my striker to paint pictures. I want them to score goals. I don't care if it's ugly or not. As long as they're scoring goals, it's I. Goodbye. That's all I got. Please like, subscribe, and also follow the Twitch. Goodbye.